But we're coming to you live from the Junction Mall. And this is Kafui to bring you updates on the interchange as is currently being constructed. You will recall that a few months ago, call it 3 months ago, I was here at this very spot and I brought you a report on how this project has stalled. Interestingly, about 2-3 weeks ago, the municipal chief executive for this constituency, Krowo, was on national television assuring members of the public that this project is starting in the shortest possible time. It has been 2-3 weeks, let's call it 2 weeks even, since that announcement, and members of the public looked forward that it was going to be such an immediate thing to start with. But 2 weeks later, even 3, the situation remains the same, that the project has seen no attempt by the contractor to bringing anything on site, which will suggest that the construction work has any life about to be kicked into it. This bridge, when it's constructed, will provide a certain free flow of traffic, a quick traffic access from Tema. You will not have to come all the way down. You'll fly over from the exit or entrance into Junction Mall, and then if you're headed for Accra, you will take the left turn, which will then bring you onto the Accra Tema Highway or Beach Road. In much the same way, if you're coming from Sakumono or Lashibi, you wouldn't have to use the underpass. You'd have to fly over, and then you'd take your traffic towards Accra overhead or up above in the sky for us. If you have the benefit of our eye in the sky, you will have a detail. You'll have the detail of your connecting from Lashibi or off the motorway towards Nungua Junction Mall. And this is what it looks like when it was abandoned or stalled, and this is what it remains 2-3 weeks after the announcement that the contractor is going to show up on site. Indeed, as you walk around, you will have all the access to the bridge blocked. This is to prevent any unknown or people who are not familiar with the terrain to climbing up and then getting stuck up. But there is no sign of a contractor moving to site to start or to continue from where they left off. It is even more dangerous if you're coming from the Accra end. Once again, if you have the benefit of our eye in the sky, you will find that there are some protruding iron rods with no mushroom covers to protect kids, especially who, by way of their curiosity, will want to come up there and look at what is going on. Indeed, when school children are on break or they're out from school and they're on the way home, a lot of them who use this end sometimes will climb up. But for the blocks which have now been extended, these will find their way up on deck and will be playing up there. Indeed, if the contractor has any likeness or willingness to coming on site or something that would not happen in the shortest possible time, maybe these protruding iron rods should have some mushroom covering on them, plastic mushroom coverings on them, to protect children who come around to play. Again, you will find that the exit and access roads from Accra towards Junction Mall has been left in the state in which it was, and so it makes it really very difficult for motorists who'd want to avoid their long queue using the township roads and going through the Total filling station by the side of the foot or of the overpass to use the Kingdom Hall end or the back of the Junction Mall in order to access the road continuing towards Tema. This sometimes makes it really very difficult for free-flowing traffic to flow through here. And then when you come to the base of the bridge, you'll find that because of the state in which it is, pedestrians and commuters who would want to use the road here towards Tema, because they have nowhere to join their trotro or to board taxis, the bottom of the overpass has become a temporary or makeshift trotro station or passenger pickup and drop-off point for those who are making their way to Tema from this part of town. It also adds up to the day's stress, and the dusty situation makes it even more a threat to the public's health as far as this idea of transport from this side of town towards Tema or from this side of town towards Accra is concerned. This so far, CAF, has been the situation here at the Nungua Junction Mall, where the construction of the overpass or flyover or interchange, if you want to call it so, has stalled, and assurances have been made by the municipal chief executive that there is going to be some construction works going or starting up very soon. But 2 weeks after, or 3 weeks maybe, the situation remains the same. Nothing whatsoever has been done, and nothing has changed. As always, CAF, my name is Darrell Alan Tego, your chief laborer, coming to you live from Nungua. Thank you very much.
That report at the Junction Mall area, Nungua. Thank you. Beautiful sights there of what's going on. Good news, if the contractor has returned to site, we can only say that is good news, but the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So we shall go back and check to make sure that, yeah, things are really up to scratch.